Hey, we're at episode 29. It's been about a few weeks. I started school and it just became very overwhelming very fast. I had thought I had all this time and then just went by so fast, and next thing you know I'm starting, and it became too much. I all the symptoms from PTSD that I experienced in the past that I thought weren't there anymore came back with a vengeance. I forgot how crippling they can be, take over my entire body, my entire being, just to get through a day on that amount of stress. Was felt impossible. I was still having a hard time with a lot of it, and it just feelings of being completely overwhelmed, being terrified, paralyzed in fear, anxiety, severe anxiety, stress, to the point where I can't function. I'm shaking. I'm can't get out of bed. It's been not what I expected it to be. After a few days, I just froze. I stopped going and I just froze, and I just been frozen since. I had to start micro dosing just to balance it out to function, but all it did was keep me paralyzed in a state of fear and not being able to move on, not being able to deal with anything, just frozen in the same state of mind for days and days and days, not knowing what to do, not being able to tell anybody that I was wrong, that I should have put my recovery first. I shouldn't have thought that school was going to fix me. Just in the past, it's brought so much to my life, and it's changed my life and bettered my life. I just thought it was going to do the same this time. I'd never been to school with trauma before, so I wasn't prepared for what was going to happen. I didn't have an action plan. I told people for months that I was confident that I had this and I knew what I was doing, which made it hard to tell anybody thought I was wrong and they were right. And just ass things up. I really tried to work through it the best I could, and I just kind of gave up. It's just for 7 days straight now, I didn't know what to do. And I knew what I probably should have done, and I said I was going to do those things, but there's a part of me, trauma related, that won't let me do certain things. It will I know I'll have to do something. I have to talk to somebody about this and bring it up and admit that I was wrong and admit that I can't handle this. And I know I have to do that, and I just can't. There's part of me that physically will not let me fucking do it. I just sit there knowing I have to push through this, and I just cannot physically do it. It makes me feel so powerless. So weak and powerless. And it makes me feel I have no control. Even in my own being, my own life, I don't have as much control as I think I do. And that's the same way I felt about my addiction all this time. trying to beat it, trying to outsmart it, trying to be above it and control it, and it's like always felt like it's smarter than me. It always gets around me, and I don't have the amount of control over it as I think I do. And that also makes me feel powerless and weak. And recovery is a lot about learning these things and what you can handle, what you can, and where your weaknesses lie, and it just makes me feel powerless, all of it. Some days I feel so strong, but then one thing can happen to change everything, make you realize not on top of this as you think you are. I'm sick of living this way. I don't want to live this way. To think I have to live this way forever makes me so depressed. And then they say it's gonna get better. I guess by many means it has since I've started, but still, it's never gonna be like it was before. I'm never gonna have that carefreeness that I once had before I got as bad as it did. I can never, just without any cares, be in situations, be around certain people. For fuck's sakes, be in a bar, go to a concert without the underlying fear. One false move is gonna destroy me and everything around me. And it's a lot of pressure to live like that. I can't do the things I want to do. I can't just have fun, be careless. Everything's got this level of fear in it. And I always have to be scared to a point of everything I do and how it can lead to that outcome. And I'm exhausted living this way right now, and I just picture doing this forever. It seems exhausting. It seems just in a moment where I just want to give up, you know? I'm not going to, but right now I'm just tired and I just don't want to. I just don't want to do it. And I brought it on myself, so really I have no one to blame but myself. I spent years partying and being careless and doing what I wanted. Now I'm to a point where I can't ever do that anymore, and what, I should be upset about that? I have the right to be upset about that? I got away with that for years and never really thinking about my consequences to my actions. So I feel like I don't deserve this. It's my fault. I'm paying the price for my actions, so what do I have to bitch about? Why should I be complaining right now? This is what I deserve, I guess. And I just thought school was gonna save me. But I don't know if it's going to. My fear is, if I can't even do this, then what life do I have? Then I don't want to live my life in trauma. I don't want to revolve around the worst things that ever happened to me as a person. I don't want to live like that. And I don't want this to be as good as it gets. I didn't want this to be as good as it gets. And I'm just scared if I can't make school work, this might be as good as it gets. So I don't know what to do. I get through every day the best I can. I try to survive each day the best I can. I try to make the best decisions the best I can, even though when they're so wrong. I try so hard to do the best I can. And I don't know if it's ever gonna be the best I can. Sometimes it just feels like no matter what choice I make, it's the wrong choice. How do you even know if it's gonna be the right one, you know? It just seems like I gravitate towards the wrong one. And then I pick the opposite of what I think I need, and then that seems to be the wrong one, and I don't know. I feel so lost sometimes. So incredibly lost. So incredibly alone. And I'm not. I have so many people now in my life that are amazing, that support me, and I don't know why I still feel so alone. I'm scared to hurt them. I'm scared to disappoint them. And let them down. Because they believe in me so much. I don't even believe in myself sometimes. I want to believe in myself. I want to believe I can be better. But then I fuck up or make a bad choice, and it seems like I always get back to where I started. And one just says not to give up, no matter what, and how many times I fall or feel lost, just don't give up. So I'm trying to at least not make that bad of a choice, in terms of I always keep going and not give up, even though some days it's all I want to do. Just give up, because it's, quite frankly, I'm exhausted. I'm just exhausted. But I owe it to myself and for everyone who loves me and supports me to not give up and keep going. So, I returned to church, I returned to the choir, I returned to NA. Tomorrow I return to school, try to figure it out. Let's do my best. And hopefully it'll all pay off one day. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm going. And that's where I pray. God will have mercy on me. And take me out of this hell. So I don't want to live here anymore. I really don't. I really don't. So, just thought y'all needed an update. That's enough for today.